The tone of Tuesday's celebration was far different from Monday's. Gone were the pop stars and fireworks, replaced instead by pomp and a spectacular fly-past. Nick Glass takes a look back at the sights and sounds.
Young, pure voices filling St. Paul's Cathedral in a service of thanksgiving. A new choir, a diamond choir, and a new song composed for the occasion. The Queen and her firstborn were still, just lost in thought, just listening. The choir was drawn from all over Britain, 11, 12 and 13-year-olds. The Queen herself was just 11 when she first knew that she would succeed her father to the throne. With Prince Philip under observation in hospital, we worried a little for her this morning. For a moment in the great cathedral, she looked so sad. But then, it was just for a moment. We glimpsed her fleetingly as she was ferried from the cathedral to reception and to lunch at Westminster. And at the end of that, she was serenaded out to a favourite tune from Oklahoma. People will say we're in love. She and Prince Philip saw the musical in London a few months before they were married, almost 65 years ago. The Queen shared her open carriage back to Buckingham Palace with Prince Charles and the Duchess of Cornwall. The crowds along Whitehall were at least 12 deep. We counted them. And as far as we could tell, there were even more people along the Mall. Then that great British tradition, umbrellas up and swarming down the Mall to the palace. As the Queen came out onto the balcony, she exclaimed quietly to herself, "Oh my goodness, how extraordinary." As well she might, looking out onto the teeming swell of people and Union flags. Above us we could just about make out the silhouette of the Dakota and the Lancaster bomber, with its escort of Spitfires and a solitary Hurricane, followed by a more visible salute from the Red Arrows. The Queen stayed out on the balcony for 12 minutes. The latest word on Prince Philip is that he is in good spirits and improving. The Queen will now reflect back on a long weekend of celebration.
Well, Queen Elizabeth did thank those who took part in the festivities.
The events that I have attended to mark my Diamond Jubilee have been a humbling experience. It has touched me deeply to see so many thousands of families, neighbours and friends celebrating together.